Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by tall blue mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Marchet. Marco had everything a simple life could offer: a home, a family, and a quiet place to live. But inside his mind there was no peace. His thoughts never stopped, from morning until late at night. His head was full of noise. He kept replaying his past mistakes. Why did I say that? Why didn't I try harder? I should have made better choices. And when he wasn't thinking about the past, he was worrying about the future. What if I fail? What if I disappoint everyone? What if I never become successful? His mind was like a storm that never ended. Because of this, he couldn't sleep properly. He felt tired all the time, even when he smiled. It didn't feel real. Slowly, he forgot what it meant to feel calm. One evening, while sitting alone outside his house, Marco overheard travelers talking about a village far away in the hills. He had helped many people find peace in their minds, but he left the busy city life and chose to live quietly in nature. When Marco heard this, something inside him felt hopeful. Maybe he can help me, Marco thought. The next morning, Marco packed a small bag and began his journey. The road was long and difficult. He walked under the hot sun, crossed rivers, and climbed steep hills. His feet hurt and his body grew tired, but his desire for peace kept him moving. After many days, he finally reached the quiet village in the hills. The air felt fresh and calm, birds sang freely, and the wind moved gently through the trees. At the edge of the village stood a small house covered in green vines. On the porch sat an old man with closed eyes. His face looked peaceful, as if nothing in the world could disturb him. Marco walked closer and spoke softly. "Grandfather, my mind is very restless. I cannot stop thinking. I am always sad about my past and worried about my future. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled gently. "You are looking for peace?" he said. "Come with me." He led Marco to a small yard beside the house. On a wooden table sat a glass and a pot of water. The old man carefully filled the glass until it was completely full. The water reached the very top, so full that even a small shake would make it spill. He handed the glass to Marco. "Walk from here to the edge of the village and come back," the old man said. "But you must not spill even a single drop." Marco looked at the glass. The water was almost overflowing. He felt nervous but nodded, holding the glass with both hands. He began walking. The village path was narrow and busy. Children were laughing and playing. Shopkeepers were calling customers. Dogs were barking. People were talking loudly. But Marco didn't look at anyone. They said a wise old man lived there. Long ago, he had been a famous psychologist in the city.